Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. It's a short kick taken near the 18. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Carr to throw on second down. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Down! You're wide, 8-8! Check, crunch.
Carr now to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
First down, the run with Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the give, this is Lynch. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Handoff, Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Monday, down. 180. 637.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Down. 280.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Carr gives to Lynch on the throw. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Mike Nugent now to line up for the field goal. And this is Cook with a grab. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now Mike Nugent for the extra point. Nugent hits the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. They're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Prescott on 1st down. A dump off to Elliott. Fighting down past the 45. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Prescott, quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. A 1st down carry by Elliott. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. This one completed to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Prescott now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. To throw is Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Prescott now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A give to Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second down, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. The give is to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Prescott now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Prescott to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down inside the 15 he goes. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. 3rd and 8.
26.
Throwing. Prescott. He may try and run for... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Down. 180. Hey, 734. Go. Get set. 734.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Express.
Here's a give to Lynch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get down.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go. Take 4. Down. 180. 618.
On 2nd down, Washington. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Down. 29. 29. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
White Monday down. Hey, 7:34.
Carr going to throw here. Flush to his right. Keeps himself upright. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Get set. 684. No cheat. No cheat.
To throw is Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And now running right through it. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field.
Back to throw, Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They come out here in the eye. Here's Carr to throw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
694. Cover 0.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. 46.
Now Prescott, forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. A dump off to Elliott. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final in this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Carr going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout. Maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland. Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Marshawn Lynch, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Now Lynch.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, 69 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to slither by. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Week 3, tough one for Philip Lindsay, Charles. He was forced from that game against the Ravens after diving onto a pile. But bottom line so far, he is impressed in the early part of his career.
So that is commonly known as a rookie error. And he doesn't need to make those kind of plays because they actually need him. He's a huge part of their offense. Set rookie record. First 2 weeks of the season, over 100 yards total offense each game. And then he's wearing number 30. He wore 23 at Colorado. Obviously wanted 23 in the pros. But Devontae Booker already had that number, a fellow running back. So he asked for number 30 and asked for the blessing for Terrell Davis, who's an NFL Hall of Famer, who wore that number, and TD gave it to him. How about that?
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. The 20, 10, and the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 71 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oakland Raiders taking the field. Again here, you wonder how this 0-3 start to the season is affecting their head coach, John Gruden. And you know this a lot better than me, he's a fiery competitor. He didn't envision this the first 3 weeks.
No, of course he didn't, but he also knew that maybe the job was a little bit tougher than maybe what people gave credit for. Be a little bit of a rebuild. Now, they've made some moves along the way that people would say, hey, what was that? You know, Khalil Mack being traded. But all in all, he's trying to build this thing from the ground up again to make it sustainable. So they've got some big games coming up. None bigger than the Cleveland Browns coming to town. Now a Browns team with a lot of confidence after getting their first win in a long, long time.
Yeah, all of a sudden, that's no longer a gimme. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Lynch, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He sets to fire deep. Martavis Bryant. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 61 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Lynch running the counter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Lynch. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Let's assess what the Denver Broncos have done so far this season as they come back onto the field here, Charles. Got off to the 2-0 start. Last week, though, the offense really wasn't clicking. Baltimore's defense was really good, and the Ravens got the 27-14 win.
Yeah, and that was a big one for Baltimore because that got them back on the beam. For Denver, they can regroup now. Remember, they had won the week before in an exciting game in their division against Oakland when they kicked the field goal at the buzzer. And now they get another divisional game coming up with Kansas City. That'll be at home before they go to the Jets. Dangerous with the new rookie quarterback Sam Darnold. And then home for the hard-charging Rams. Maybe the best team in football right now.
Certainly that Broncos defense will be tested against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
No, Roger.
On play action, now Keenum. On the crossing route, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
From midfield, here's Keenum. And that is incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Vance Joseph making his mark. His guys will go on 4th down. Keenum to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Let's go.
Keenum now on first down. Complete outright to Jake Butt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. The more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
22, stand down.
Keenum to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, go, Roger.
Again, they'll throw with Keenum. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, Carr. They dump it off the bench. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw his Carr. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Carr now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
We're good. 6-18.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Darian Stewart that time who was able to knock the pass away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back, I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Now, low. 694. 618.
Now Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, Adam Jones. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. And it will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The veteran safety, Reggie Nelson, right there in coverage.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's Marquette King now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
637.
The pitch out to Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and they just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
No. Roger, Roger. Hey, down. All right, 53. Down. Hey, orange. Down.
To throw on second down is Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. The final shot before half for Keenum. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
On second down, here's Keenum. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Now Keenum to try again after the pick 6. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
22. Down.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Bruce Irvin able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Harris now to return. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
You're mine. Now, Chief, ladies.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Finds Roberts left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Carr. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll pitch it back. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A 2nd down carry for Booker. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And now they'll throw with Keenum. And he's got Booker. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Keenum. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Keenum. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Booker on first down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Get down, get down. You ready?
This is Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Carr. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Monday now. Get set, get set. Purdue.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
White Monday. 6:37. 6:18. Deuce right cheap.
Throwing again. Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Down. You ready? Go. Good shot. Hey.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Get set. 185.
They'll run with Lynch, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on 2nd and goal.
Now 6:47.
Carr going to throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And complete right side to Cook. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the... Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Keenum. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And some room to run now. Wow, a big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, past the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on 2nd and goal. Carr going to look to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Nugent tacking on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.